Hello and welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon. Just happy to be here. Happy to share another day of Legend League with you guys, and an exciting one. So make sure, if you guys enjoy unusual attacking armies, to gently depress the like button. And get ready, big announcement coming up in about 3 seconds. That's right. At 2 million subscribers, there will be a Peter $17 face reveal. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That is coming up, hopefully sometime in the next few years. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and get into the episode, because this is Deca Pecha Quad Quake, and I'll tell you right now, yes, I did invent this attack strategy. Yes, it is absolutely breaking the game. Okay, it's not breaking, it's powerful. It's a good attack. It just, actually, I think this attack really more than anything else it shows that offense is very strong right now, and Pekkas are crazy strong, and the fundamentals, getting the funneling down, getting the right angle of attack, and getting, of course, you know what I'm going to say next, right? Spell, timing, and placement. Those 3 things, and you win. That's all there is to it. Now, do you 3-star? Yeah, well, you know, honestly, maybe if we mixed up a Queen Charge with this attack, it would be more effective, but it is a solid attack, and here's the thing about this attack. It's extremely difficult to lose, okay? Because, like, bowlers can go wrong, they can get wiped out by, you know, a shot from the Eagle Artillery, or they can get stalled somewhere, a Gigabomb, anything like that. Pekkas, they are invincible, they are impenetrable, they are invulnerable, they are okay, they're pretty good, okay, and they've got a lot of hit points. They can stand up to just about anything, so why not just dump 10 of them on a base, and why not more than 10 or less than 10, Galadon? Well, because then it would be called Deca Pecha. See, that's the key. The name has something to do with the success of this attack, I'm sure. So, as you can see, the Quake spell also, the 4 Quake spells rather, because they destroy walls of any level, they are key in this attack. And actually, I feel like it's really important to use the Quakes in conjunction with the Wall Wrecker usually. It depends upon where the Town Hall is. You'll see that in some of the attacks throughout today's episode. But again, these were live Legend League attacks using Deca Pecha, and I will actually let you know that I did not practice this. I did not even think ahead. This was literally in a Facebook live stream, a spur of the moment idea to go ahead and drop Deca Pecha in Legend League and see what happens. So I gotta tell you, once again, stop by a Facebook live stream. The URL is right there on the screen, and you too can enjoy the craziness that is Deca Pecha and other attacks. So here it is, just a quick look at the actual army composition. 10 Pekkas, including the one in the Siege Machine, couple of Ice Golems, the 4 Quakes, and we're off to find another victim. So this army, Deca Pecha Smasher, Deca Pecha Quad Quake, whatever you want to call it, it's basically like attacking for dummies, because it's just about the ultimate in spam. Now, there are a couple of different moments where you need to actually consider what you're doing, and one is when you decide where you're putting the Quake spell. Oftentimes, you can use the Siege Machine to get you into, like, the main compartment where the Town Hall is, and then the Quake spells will get you out. They're that exit strategy. They will get you through the rest of the base, get you that 2nd star. In a case like this, there is so much already open to this base that I decided that we could just come in from the left-hand side with a very, very moderate amount of funneling, very minor amount of funneling here. Just going to make sure with this Pecha that we clear the bottom buildings here. So now everybody else is going to go in the giant opening I just created with the Earthquake spells. So also remember, the Earthquake spells do a massive amount of damage to the structures. So whenever you can get a bunch of structures that are grouped together like that, it is ideal for Quad Quake. So we roll in, we've got the Ice Golems working, and of course you'll notice that we switched the Siege Machine over to the Slammer. So we're going to drop the Slammer in here, try to get it to help out a little bit later after we've gotten the core down. The Slammer is going to help and maybe make sure, you know, it gets to, well, I was thinking initially maybe it would get to the Eagle Artillery. At the top of your screen, you can see we've got a solo Pecha working her hardest right there, and sure enough, by herself, and that right there just really goes to show the value of the Pecha. She was alone. One Pecha took down the Eagle Artillery, and that was really the turning point in this raid. So much openness. I gotta love it when this happens, because this is usually really, really bad for defending bases. versus Pekkas, because of course many of these buildings are going to get one-shotted. You can see the Archer Queen, even without healers, is just absolutely tearing down structures at the bottom of this base, and just a handful of Pekkas left at the top, and an Ice Golem, and suddenly things are looking pretty darn good right here. Now, I will tell you that I did predict the outcome of this raid at about right now. Okay, can you predict what's going to happen? Okay, right there, at about 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the raid, during the Facebook live stream, and it's live on Facebook, it's recorded. The video is out there at fb.gg/realgaladongaming to always prove that I knew exactly what was going to happen. Did you guess correctly? All right, wait and see as we find out as we go through the last minute of this attack. You've got, well, okay, the Archer Queen is down. You've got an Ice Golem headed towards that top Wizard Tower, and at the bottom of your screen, the Grand Warden, and it looks like a couple of Pekkas. Now, unfortunately, the Ice Wizard obviously is not going to be enough to get through that Wizard Tower. Yeah, and the Pekkas, well, they're stalled for a while here on the walls. As time counts down, the final 38 seconds, it doesn't look great. The archers are trying to get through the wall. The Warden, single-handedly, could finish this entire base off right here. As he turns to help out the archers instead, now he's going to help out with the last builder hut. That's Otto's hut. Now, if the Warden just wandered up to the Wizard Tower, this is all over, but, no. The Warden is going to help out because the Warden is a follower, not a leader. And now the Warden turns towards the Wizard Tower, but it's not enough time. And sure enough, that's right, I called it. Did you call it too? It's a 99% time fail as the Wizard Tower survives. Deca Pecha, 99%. That is 8 trophies lost simply because we couldn't pick up that Wizard Tower at the top of the base. But we are not done yet. Back into live Legend League attacks late at night, and I am donating to myself from my other account because, well, by the time I get around to Legend League, it's usually too late for Germany. They're all asleep, and Tribe Gaming, yeah, so I donate to myself. So, all right, so again, watch where we go with the Earthquake spell. Rather than the easy, oh, let's just make sure we get an entry here, let's use the Earthquake spell to get us more deeply into the base to make sure we get to the Eagle Artillery and the Clan Castle after the Town Hall goes down. So now the Pekkas are acting as tanks a little bit right here. We make sure that the Siege Machine gets through 2 layers of walls. That was absolutely critical right there because there is your Quad Quake, and now this base is suddenly wide open. The Town Hall easily goes down, the Warden ability, Pekkas everywhere, out come the dragons, and again, we have direct access to just about anything. Now, unfortunately, not exactly true. We got to the Eagle, we got the CC out of the way, but you'll notice the Inferno Towers are all still up, and that is a big problem for this attack. The Pekkas somehow, some way, managed to, sure enough, get outside the base. So they broke out rather than going inside. I guess, you know, I'll go back and see. I'm sure they did what they're supposed to do, even though it's not exactly ideal for us. Would have loved for them to go through to the next, maybe to the Clan Castle, and then get those Expos, the Inferno Tower down, and work their way out from the inside. Instead, we're going to be stuck from the outside looking in, and that leaves a lot of walls. And as you can see, the Archer Queen, not so healthy. Again, maybe kind of thinking that a Queen Charge might work out in this situation. Right here, the freeze did help a little bit. The Archer Queen is going to get a little bit further. She's got her ability, so she'll get a couple more structures down. And they were key defenses, but you'll notice those twin Expos, those pretty much spell doom for any hope at 3 stars right here. As the Archer Queen did a great job, she is out of here, and now it's just up to the Pekkas. And there are far too many walls to get through and too much damage coming in from those Expos and a couple other defenses on the right-hand side. So we drop our last wizard just in hopes to pick up a couple more percentage points. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm pretty darn happy with anything above 80% in Legend League. If I could consistently get 84 every single attack, I'd be happy, okay? I'm not necessarily relying upon the need to get 3 stars every single time, okay? I'm no Tribe Gaming German player. I'm a Tribe Gaming guest, is the way I look at it. Okay, so this base, kind of, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Now where do I drop the Quakes? I wasn't really sure where we should go here, but I did think, well, we want to get the Eagle Artillery down. We need to get the heroes down. So the thought is a little bit of funneling, and when you've got 10 Pekkas, it's easy to use 4 to funnel. Why not? Because I still have 6 for the main contingent of the attack. Everybody goes right down the middle right here. Gonna get that single target Inferno. And then this was kind of, I will admit, a little bit random. I was just like, okay, do I go left, right, center with these Earthquake spells? The Siege Machine gets through, but now the other units have gone around towards the outside. So the thought was maybe they can come back in if I drop the Earthquake right here, right in front of them. Of course, now they're still happy with being on the outside. The Archer Queen, however, does turn in, and it actually works out pretty well because now the Archer Queen is going to help out with the CC troops and eventually get herself in and on top of the Town Hall. Looking good. Nice freeze right there, Galadon. And we are going to grab the 2nd star for the Town Hall, thanks to the Archer Queen. On the backside, the P.E.K.K.A.'s the king. They've wrapped around the outsides and are doing a good job getting through a few more defenses. But once again, it's just going to prove a little bit too much. And then again, in the center of the base, the Inferno Tower and 2 Expos just didn't get the job done. So again, maybe 8 Quakes? Okay, no, I'm not sacrificing 2 rage spells, but I would love it. It would be fun, but maybe we'll experiment with that in a future episode. So we do, again, try all sorts of different attacks in the Facebook live streams. I usually only bring you the successes. That's not entirely true because if you stick around to the end of this episode, you will see a certain failure. Also, don't forget, please do gently depress the like button on the video and subscribe, turn on notifications, help us get to 2 million so we can get that Peter $17 face reveal. All right, and that will wrap up the Legend League day. That was 8 attacks. Now, I will tell you, only 6 of these Legend League attacks were done with Deca Pecha Quad Quake. The first attack of the day was a Queen Charge Hog Rider for 87%, the second highest of the day. And then the only 1-star attack of the day, well, for that, we have to turn back to Facebook Gaming, the live stream, and my buddy Scott. Yes, Galadon, I'll admit, is a little bit of a sellout. He is trying to pay for a new computer so that he can make videos better and stream with less lag. And in order to do so, I am willing to attack with pretty much any army you want in the world as long as you donate some Facebook stars. Well, Scott was generous enough to do so, and he asked for all witches and skeleton spells. Yeah. Well, okay, so here we go. A Legend League attack with all witches and skeleton spells, and honestly, I would tell you right now, at this point in the attack, I was pretty sure I was going to grab the 2nd star. I mean, obviously, the 1 star for damage, that's easy. But right down the core here, we've got the Clan Castle, the Siege Machine is rolled in all the way to the core. The witches are there. If only the Archer Queen had stuck with the rest of them, you can see we would have crushed this Town Hall. But instead, no, unfortunately, the balloons, the Inferno Towers, the Expos, the Archer Towers, the Town Hall itself spelled the end of whatever was in the core, and the Town Hall is going to stand. The Archer Queen goes down, and now we're left with just about 1 million skeletons and several witches. Yeah, it was a 1-star attack. But like I said, I'm willing to do it because we're in the midst of trying to pay for that new video graphics rendering computer with amazing processing power and the ability to get me more videos done more quickly and, of course, streams done without lag. And hey, Scott, for this contribution, gets his name emblazoned on the side of the computer forever. And you could too. So, hey, that's it. That is my excuse for the only 1-star of the day. As always, thank you guys for stopping by. It was a blast. It's always fun every single night. We are streaming on Facebook Gaming, so I hope that you guys stop by. As always, I hope that you have a fantastic best of the rest of the day. You truly are the hashtag GalaFam. Thank you for still being here at the very end of the episode. I love you guys. Get out there. Be kind to people, animals, easy on the planet, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks. Galadon! What is this about a face reveal? I never agreed to anything of the sort!